Mabel Aigbata. And sorry for that, we had a network break, but we are back now, and it's about to start, right? And like I said, today we are having the how to keep your audience engaged and entertained, right, with the one and only Uncle Was. And I'm super excited for this live session. We don't bring on this live session, I don't bring people that cannot deliver, right? We only have persons who are willing to, who pour a lot of value. And if you go back to watch all of the past live sessions that we've had, you notice so much value, you get so much value, you learn so much. And then in this particular one also, you have an opportunity to also ask questions. You know, for every event, one very important thing that must happen in every event is that the audience get to be engaged. Even if you don't crack all of the jokes in the world, even if they're not rolling on the ground because of the funny jokes that you crack, they have to be entertained, they have to be engaged, they have to have at least a memorable experience. And this evening we're coming to learn how to make sure, right? We're coming to learn secrets, we're coming to learn insight on how to engage our audience better as a speaker, as an MC, as a performer. So if you know anybody who should be on this live session, copy the link, send it to them, tell them that we have started already and that we're diving right in. And also, of course, there's going to be an opportunity for you to ask questions, so do well to stay with us for the next couple of minutes. So thank you very much, Osari team, for joining in. Thank you very much, Marvelous. Thank you very much, Social Media Savvy, and everyone that is joining in. Our guest is already here, so I wouldn't want to keep him waiting. So welcome ahead. And like I said, copy the link from this live session, send it to as many persons that you know should be on this live session. Thank you very much for joining in, Debbie. Thank you very much for joining in, Shine with a Dublin. Thank you very much. It's good to have you here. It's good to have you here. And I want us to welcome our speaker with a round of applause, a loud ovation, put all of that in the comment section, the love, the fire. Let's make it very, very loud. Let's make it very, very loud in the comment section. Let's engage and let's tell him how much we appreciate him coming on board and how much we're looking forward to this live session with him. All right. Thank you very much, everyone that is joining in. I think we're having a little bit network challenge, but all right. Did he join just now? I think you joined already. Hello. Let me invite again. All right, just stay with us. Network can be a little bit tricky at times, but the Lord has gone ahead of us to do. So, who is network? Who is network? Tell me. Who is network compared to my God? Oh my. Thank you very much. The one and only MC One, aka Uncle One, aka God has gone ahead. Yeah. You're welcome.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Miss Mabel.
Good evening. It's so good to have you here.
Me
Thank
too.
you.
Me too. I can't wait to be blessed. I can't wait to learn.
That's what you do. Wahala. We're here together. See, that's how homeboy is. So that's how homeboy is. When it starts now, I said it ahead of time, right? So that for everyone joining in and for everyone listening, have expectation, because I'm almost saying you're going to be blessed because it's a man of God that we have here. So, you're going to learn a lot. You're going to gain so much insight and value. I must tell you. Thank you very much for joining in, Edmond's Farm. Thank you, Marvelous Steven. Says welcome, sir. Thank you very much, Mr. Was. So we're going to dive right in. Thank you so much once again for joining us for this live session. I know how much you had to make out time for this and all you had to do to make sure that this happens. So once again, thank you on behalf of all of us who are saying thank you very much, right? So yes, we're going to go dive right in. We have so much to talk about this evening, but we're just starting. Let's start from the beginning. We have speakers here, we have MCs here, and we have persons who, they have the intention of standing in front of people, talking to people. Obviously, that's why they're joining this live session or listening to it right now to learn. So first question, how did you get into, because I know you're an MC, you've been an MC for well over a decade, right? How did you get into MCing, being a speaker, a comedian, and all that you do?
Okay, thank you very much for that question. I usually tell people some persons will say they are born MC, born comedian, but I usually tell people I learned the art of comedy, and I also learned the art of anchoring of events. You get, I think it was when I got admitted into having funny. You get, but it's one thing to be funny, it's another thing to be a stand-up comedian, it's another thing to be a compere. You get, so when I got admission to University of Calabar, I saw my guys, I saw comedians doing their things, I saw MCs doing their thing, and I just told myself that I can as well do this thing they are doing. Because one thing, then when I was in Benin, when I was in secondary school, I've been acting, so I believed I've been able to kill stage fright. So I told myself, I think I can face any audience, I can face the crowd, I can face people. You get, so I just started, it was a deliberate art. Me being an MC today, it's a deliberate art. And that's why I always tell people, anybody can be an MC. You don't need to be funny. As far as you can speak, as far as you can communicate very well, you can be an MC. So that is my...
Wow. Please, let's put our hands together for that. That's fantastic. I like how you started, that you learned the art of being an MC. Because a lot of persons start off by saying, oh, I've always been somebody who talks a lot, and then people say, oh, I've always been somebody who talks a lot, and then people say, oh, okay, I can do it, and then I got into it. But for you, I like that practicality that you learned the art. So if there's anybody here, who probably have seen MC so slick, so good, they've been doing it looks like it's a hard job. It's an art that can be learned, right? And I think that we picked that from what you said right now, that anybody can learn the art of being a master of ceremony. It might just take time and diligence, but anybody can learn to be a speaker. And I want to just ask, there's something you said while you were speaking. You were talking about that you had been acting, so you've been on stage.
Yes.
A lot of times before you
Yes, I've been on stage.
So how would you say that affected your stage presence? And would you advise, taking a little bit of acting class, being into the acting field to help, boost your stage presence?
I would say me being on stage before was an added advantage, in the sense that for someone that has not been on stage before, the person wants to learn the art of anchoring events. It means you have to learn how to key stage fright, because the truth is that if you are shy, you need to work on yourself. You get, if you are shy, you cannot, even if you can hold the mic, you cannot face audience, you cannot face 5 to, and the truth is that once it's more than 2 persons is a crowd. Once it's more than 2 persons is a crowd. You get, so
crowd.
Yes, so me being on stage then I think was an added advantage you get. So if you're teaching someone the art of anchoring an event, if the person has been on stage before, I think you are 40% already into the game.
Wow, fantastic. Thank you very much. So, straight to the point, I want to ask this question as directly as possible. You are a comedian also, so where do great jokes come from? Do you see the comedians fit, to come up with their jokes, come up with, all of those things they crack, especially at weddings, right? Do you fit to, arrange the jokes, and did you learn the act of telling jokes, that kind of
Okay,
thing?
I'll speak for myself. Personally, I create my jokes from my environment. You get, like when I'm anchoring events now, let's say wedding for instance, I don't prepare jokes. I don't come with jokes. You get, I can just from what is happening around, from the arrival of guests, I can just pick one or two things. And when I'm anchoring events, I don't start with jokes. I don't start with jokes. I only crack jokes when I'm into the event already. I start with what I call icebreakers. You get icebreaker. That's what I start weddings with or any other social events with, not corporate. Even corporate events as well. I also start with icebreakers. You get, so I get my jokes from what's happening within. Like in weddings also, when the chairman is through with his opening remark, chairman opening speech, I try as much as possible to pick one or two jokes, one or two materials from the speech. So I get my jokes from what's happening around. Because it will be relatable actually if you crack joke from what's happening around.
Yeah. So there's always that fear. There's always that fear that what if the joke falls flat? People don't think about that. And what
That's
if the
why
joke falls?
that's why it's not except you're a stand-up comedian. That's why I tell people you must not be a comedian to be an MC. You must not be a comedian. In fact, lately, I think for the past 4 years, I've not been cracking jokes in weddings. I do games. I do games.
Yeah.
Yes. I
Yeah.
have I have wedding games that is for the audience. I have wedding games that is for the Ashwebi ladies. I have wedding games that is for the couple. You get, so I don't crack jokes. You get, or I just if I want to crack joke, I just relate, talk about just talk about the DJ is doing, talk about what the couple is doing during the feeding of themselves and the rest. So that's it.
That's being use your environment. The
Yes.
job of an MC is emotional intelligence. You have to be smart. You look around. You're able to pick. You're able to add it together. Wow, thank you very much. That helps a lot, especially for many of us that do, we might not be people that can crack joke as it were, but icebreakers, like you said, and games, helps engagement. So I want to ask, you've already started talking about it already, but um, we can talk more about it. What are practical tips that help us connect with our audience? Practical tips to help connect with the audience, because like I said, if you don't connect with them, if you don't get their hearts, you will not get their hands, you will not get their attention, right? Have to first be able to connect with them, no matter the event that you are. So what are practical tips that can help us connect with our audience?
Okay. Practical tips that helps connect with our audience. Um, is games and icebreakers. You get, like the wedding I did this Saturday that just passed. I saw myself connecting with the older generations more because there's this particular game that I played. I had to liaise with the DJ, so we did old school songs, and even they didn't want me to stop the game. They were vibing
Wow.
and vibing. I know normally prior to that time the DJ was just playing these new generation songs. So when I started that game, the DJ now went back to playing old songs, and this was the game. I'll tell DJ to play an old song. I will tell the audience, tell me the name of the artist and the title of the song. Or more like they were vibing and vibing and vibing. So in
Right.
fact, they were like, a lot of persons walked up to me and were like, MC, I like you did excellently well. Even one said that please, her husband's 60th birthday and retirement party is coming up. It's coming up next year, March. That she wants to collect my contact. So
That's for that one.
we are in August
Yes, it's
2024.
August. Yes,
We are in August
yes.
2024. They are they are trying to book me for
For March.
March 2025. You get, so
Yeah.
you must know your audience. Like me, I usually ask my clients, if you reach out to me to come anchor your event, I must ask you, what are the caliber of persons that are coming? What are the you get, like, I would like to know, is it just working class persons that are coming? Is it just Gen Z? Is it just millennials? Is it just, I would like to know so that I'll prepare. Okay, you get, if like there's this other game I do for Gen Z. I do a competition actually, Davido versus Wizkid. I play a Wizkid song, and I play a Davido song, and you see them vibing, shouting, vibing.
No.
You get, so we try as much as possible to get. But when doing such, try as much as possible, because there was this particular event I was playing a game. I actually shifted attention from the couple. You get it? Although the couple went to change into another outfit, but when they came, the tempo was already high, and the guys never wanted me to stop the game. But then again, they are not the ones that paid me to come to the
Yes,
event. So I had
they are not your kind too.
to get, so that's it.
Wow, all right, fantastic. Wow. Know your audience. I think that point about knowing your audience is so key in connecting with them. I think that's the one major thing that stood out to us, what you said about connecting with your audience. About knowing your audience, knowing the persons you are going to be anchoring, right? So it helps. Like those 90s people now. Imagine you just played all the new music and you didn't take your time to look around the room and say, okay, I think this will also work for these people. And I also want to believe that I feel like you have a handful of games for, if it's children that I now finally meet, I know what to do. If it's
Of
Gen
course.
Z, I know what to do.
Of course. First of all, I just saw one of my guys joining this life now, Festus Osho.
Okay.
I'm anchoring his wedding on the 14th of. He's not in the country. I'm anchoring. Okay.
Wow.
Oh. This was the guy I want to call his wedding last Saturday. Festus Osho.
Thank,
God bless you. Thanks for joining the life.
thank
Thanks
you
for
very
joining the
much,
life.
Festus, for joining me. Thank you very much.
So I usually have games. Funny enough, I usually have games for any kind of event, whether burial. In fact, I anchored a burial recently, and I think the guests even have to walk up to me like, MC, this not burial. Like, although this is what I do. This is what I do. If I'm anchoring a burial and the person that died is above 65 and above, I'll become witty, I'll be funny, I'll do games. But if the person
Check
is
them up.
50 and below, of course it has to be a solemn anchoring, and you get, so that's it. So I have games for any event.
Okay, so I'm going to ask this from what you just said. So, would you say that it's the years of experience that has, helped you have all of this, or because sometimes when there's an event or there's something that there's an occasion in front of you as an MC, for example, I have an event, and I have options of I want to play games, right? So all of these games that you already know, is it by reason of going for events, you have them stored somewhere, or how do people
Okay,
get access to these games? For
okay.
example, there was an event that I went on Instagram looking for games that people play. I could not really find what I wanted, right?
The thing is that anchoring of events is like every other profession. You must do your research. Like me, any Saturday that I'm free, I don't stay at home. I don't stay at home. I'll call my senior colleagues. Then when
Yes.
FS was still in Benin, Then when
Yes.
FS was still in Benin, FS the entertainer, he's in Abuja now. Then when he was still in Benin, I will
Okay.
look for a way to know if he's having a job and know the venue. I'll not tell him that boss I'm coming. Oh. I'll tell that boss, I'll go and sit down like a guest and just be observing him. You get Edo Pikin too, my boss. I go to his weddings, I sit down to observe and learn. You get the truth is that in any profession you find yourself, in any craft, if you don't study, if you don't make research, yes, let me use the word study. Let me use the word study. If you don't study, you will not grow. You get if you don't study, you will not grow. If you don't, and you study by either reading or by observing. And in this case of our
Observing, yeah.
profession, we learn by observing. You get and also
Yeah.
I deliberately connected with MCs in other states because the truth is that most MCs in Benin they are like MCs in cities, they are doing almost the same thing. You get
The same
so
thing.
yes. So I deliberately connected with MCs in Port Harcourt, MCs in Lagos. Like in Port Harcourt now, there's this guy. I've forgotten his name. He's my guy. In fact, he gave me one of my biggest events last year. He gave me one of
Wow.
my biggest events
Yeah.
last year. He couldn't come,
Wow.
and that's also one of the advantage of connecting. You get
Connecting.
networking and connecting. You
Yeah.
get so
Yes. Yes.
I do connect
Yes.
with DJs in Port Harcourt, Calabar, where I schooled,
Mm,
Lagos. You get so
mm,
that's it.
mm.
I learn
So,
from them
wow.
too, and they also
So
learn from me too.
learn, learn. That's one wisdom you dropped just now. That I hope that any MC listening they heard it. Do you understand? I was at an event this past week, and the person hosting the panel session. When I was done, my book and Bible, I was writing. You know, see the energy, the use of words, the command of those things are so important to you that no matter how good you are, no matter how good you are, when you see someone else do a good job, there's always something to learn. When you see someone else do something, there's always something to learn, right? In your profession and in your field. So I hope MCs are listening and how to engage the audience, watch other MCs, go for events. When you're free, go just to watch. Sometimes just to watch, not because they're inviting you. See how other persons are doing physically. Don't just YouTube. Not just
Okay.
let me call it YouTube.
Now,
Uh,
let me quickly say this. There was one
yeah.
event I went to. There was one event I went to. I think that was like 2 years ago. I was at home. I wasn't doing anything. So I just said,
Mm.
okay, let me. When I went for that event, I sat down. I went to introduce myself to the MC. I got to find out that the MC is my guy. You know,
Yeah.
we know everybody
Mm.
in this building. So
Mm. Yes.
something came up. The MC had an emergency. He beckoned on me to help him continue. So I continued with the event. And after I think this was
Wow.
2 years ago. After the whole stuff, he sent me, I think either 70K or 80K. You get. So imagine if I had stayed at home that day. If I had stayed at home that day, you get. So go
Mm.
out.
Wow.
Go and see.
Go out.
No man is an island. No man is an
Yeah.
island. Is an island of knowledge. Go out. You get. They're not
Mm.
as big as Alibaba, as big as Ebuka, the guy that usually anchors Big
Yes.
Brother. You get.
Big brother.
There are still
Mm.
persons they watch. There are still persons they look up to. You get.
Very true. Very
So that
true.
you must be researching. You must be studying. You must
Mm.
be learning.
See
You get.
how they live there, see how, and then you learn to be better. Wow. Thank you very much. Thank you. Has been, please, if you have been enjoying, if you have been here for a while, drop your expression in the comment section. Thank you very much for joining in again, Festus. Doji, thank you for joining in. Hey man, dear, thank you so much. Precious Greg, I see you. Thank you very much for joining in, sister. Thank you very much for joining in, Otaya. Maggie, thank you so much. Maggie Spicy, thank you so much for joining in, everyone. And I hope that you've been learning. I hope that this evening that it has been the same for you as it has been for me, such an inspiring, and value-packed session. So drop all of the expression in the comment section. I want to see it. I want to see you engage with us. Yeah, so then also, if you have a question, you can drop it in the comment section and we'll do well to answer that. So I'm going to ask, have you ever had an experience, right, where the audience, you came in, greeted everybody, started with all of the agenda, all the program, tried to engage with them, but they were very quite unresponsive, quite unresponsive. It just felt like this audience need me today.
Okay.
It wasn't even that Ray fell. That they felt okay. When Ray falls, it's another ball game entirely. That was automatic unresponsive audience. You have to do extra, So it wasn't a Ray fell, or it was like they were mourning. They were just unresponsive.
Okay.
Have you had that kind of experience, and how did you handle it?
Okay. I've never experienced such.
Okay.
Yes, I've never experienced such. The truth is that as an MC, being an MC is different from cracking joke as a stand-up comedian. You get
Yeah.
Like in my years of cracking joke as a comedian, I've experienced it. But as an MC, come on. First of all, as an MC, you are commanding. You get
Yes,
you're commanding. Like this is what I usually do. Once I hold the mic, I'm like, good afternoon, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. They'll be like, I'll say it again. Then I'll now say, please, I need a responsive audience. You must get their attention first. Or I will introduce myself in a funny way that will make them, okay, let's concentrate on this guy. You get. Then you must, and that's why as an MC, you don't just start up with jokes. As an MC, it's wrong to start in an event with jokes. You can introduce yourself, greet them, praise them.
Yeah.
Even if anybody is moody, even if anybody is mourning, when you praise them, when you hype them, when you tell them they are looking good, when you tell them they are looking good, they are looking gorgeous, when you praise them, come on. Even devil, if you praise them, he will smile. So,
if he calms down small. If he calms down small. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm usually commanding. There was one event I did I think that should be like 5 years ago. Yes, 5 years ago. Then the governor was at that event. Izeyamo was at that event. Top dignitaries were at the event. But then again, I just told myself, come on, I've been doing events. So one thing, you must dress well because it adds to your confidence. You must dress well, yes, as an MC. You must dress well. Yeah. Like my Oga charges like 1.5 million to anchor events.
Because that's 500 inside can be for clothes.
Yes, now. My Oga, I'll come to myself, but let me speak about my Oga first. MC Edo Pikin is the only MC when he dress past groom. He did dress past groom. You get. So me, I learned it from him. He will always tell me, Owas, look good. It adds to your confidence. You get.
Yes, it does.
When you look good, and remember, people hear you. People see you before they hear you. People see you before they hear you. But if you are just looking shabby and come they like, this one doesn't have anything to offer.
Oh yeah. True. And I also, yeah, and it also helps boost your confidence, like you said, when you know that area is covered. The fact that I am dressed to be more than dressed to be in the room, it helps you. And like you said, people see you before they actually hear you. And it also helps too. I think one reason why I particularly took dressing a lot, very, very, as very serious to an event is because you're the one that they will see most. So why make them suffer saying
As
you
an
look all
MC,
shabby and all of that?
as an
Yeah.
MC, as an MC, you are the center of attention.
Attention.
You are the center because you know once
Mm.
you start anchoring an event, 30 minutes before the couple will come in, is you everybody.
You're still talking. Yes. Yes.
Everybody is looking at you, everybody is seeing you.
Yeah.
So you must dress good. You get
Mm.
dressed good
Yeah.
and I know
For
some
sure.
persons have some persons they've given me job because of the way I dress. They've collected my contact because of the way
Wow.
I dress. You must be intentional with
Wow.
your dressing. You get
Mm.
so it's called packaging. You must work on the container. As far as as far as it's good to work on the content, also work on the container.
Yeah, I learned from 37. Thank you. Right. Thank you very much. It has been um such a wonderful, wonderful time, right? With you. I have one last question before I let you go. Thank you so much again for joining me on this live session and for sharing so much. Like it has been a really such an insightful time, right? I know that anyone that has joined this live session has learned so much, and they have things that they're going to begin to work on and things that they're going to start implementing, right? Thank you so much. If we were to pay, we cannot pay, but this is coming to us for free, and we're really grateful. Thank you very much. So, last question I'm going to ask: a lot of persons, before they come on stage, they have this fear, you know. Let's talk about stage fright, having the imposter syndrome, oh, I don't know if they will like me, stuff and that. Let's touch on that a bit before we go. Let's hear from you how, from your perspective, how you've been able to, overcome that every time you stand on stage, right? Every time you have a presentation, like you said, you were before governors. Tomorrow is going to be president. Next tomorrow is going to be, global. Tomorrow is going to be global stages, right? Global presidents. So standing in front of them, how have you been able to overcome that fear or that stage fright? Yeah, let's use that word.
Okay, the truth is that everyone fear must set in. Fear
Mm,
must set in. No matter how big you are in the
mm,
industry, fear must set in. But me, what I do,
mm.
I just pray. I just pray. I'm like, Holy Spirit, help me. Holy Spirit, help me. And the truth is that as simple as that prayer, it works. It has worked for
Mm,
me. There are times I will just pick the mic and go straight to do my events without praying. But the truth is that my best events are actually
has,
the ones that I pray
mm,
before starting.
I pray.
You get
Mm-hmm.
my best events are the ones I usually pray. Like Holy Spirit, I will tell God His word. Like you've not given us the spirit of fear, but of
Yes.
boldness.
Yes, so.
So
Mm,
that's me. I pray, and the truth is that I'm close to most MCs, most big MCs. Most big MCs and most comedians. The truth is that
mhm.
every big MC, everybody prays before they climb the stage. From Basket Mount to Alibaba to Edopiki to Ebuka. At least I've been with these persons. Even if it's not when they are anchoring events, I've been with them when they want to go up stage to perform, to crack joke. Everybody prays. You get
Mm-hmm.
everybody prays because in
Yeah.
the comedy industry it's called koboko. Koboko fit flog you anytime. Nobody is above koboko.
Above.
So okay, so you just pray and ask God to be your boldness, you get, and just go up and you do your thing.
Mm,
So it has worked for me.
mm.
It has worked for me and it has worked for others too. So that's what I'm just sharing.
I would agree with that prayer. See, I add my voice 10 times. That prayer works a lot. As much as you have to train your mind, to believe that, oh, you deserve this space, you are worthy, they called you, so you can do it, and all of those things that, all the pep talk that you give yourself before you go up stage. Prayer is another way, like you said, that because it's God that we have, and it just helps. There's just that boost that God is with me, and like you always say, God has gone ahead. That everything is just going to be fantastic. Everything is going to work out well, and it helps to when you just it's just sometimes when you pray, just like God gives you a glance or a vision of how the event will go. It went well, it went well. I mean, that for me, that's how it was. I don't know. It went. The event went. I saw it. It has ended, and it went very well. And that immediately you just see that picture, that vision. We are talking as Christians, that's what we enjoy. We have that glance, that vision, that
funny enough,
the event, yes.
Funny enough, okay, I don't know any MC that is an atheist, but the truth is that I know most MCs that are not churchy, like they are not churchy, but I don't know whether they are Christians, but the truth is that every MC prays, whether you are a believer or not. When you don't reach time for you to climb this old neck, you must pray.
You talk to someone.
Yes, sir. You must talk to someone. You get.
You have to, and so that helps. That helps. So for everyone listening, this is to you, thinking that, before I get on stage, I should be afraid. This is all things that happens to a lot of people. It happens to almost everyone. But having that picture praying, helps a lot. Thank you very much for that point. And everyone listening, I know that you've been learning so much and gaining so much, and it's about time that we leave. And I can't see any question in the comment section, so that means that we are good. Fantastic. Thank you very much for joining with Elizabeth. Let me acknowledge Official Jenkins. Thank you for joining in. Elizabeth, Moses, thank you for joining in. We're grateful. I want to believe that this session has been insightful for you. You have learned one or two things practically that you're going to use in your field, right? And that's why we are here. That's why this live session is here to help. So you know that you're not alone. You're not doing this alone. You're not. All of the experiences that you're having is not just you. And if you have a question in your mind, we hope that we've been able to answer it this evening. So last word from you before we go. Just bless us.
Okay,
last give word. Us the words of wisdom.
Okay, last word. Holy Spirit. First of all, I want to appreciate you for organizing this live, and God bless you. And for everyone listening, the truth is that I usually tell people, it's not difficult to be an MC. In fact, to me, I usually call it free money. I usually call it yes. I usually call it free. Do you know I call it free money? Do you know I call it free money?
Why?
Sometimes on a Friday, I can get 250, 300. The following day on a Sunday, I get 200, 150. That's the following week again. You get, come on. If I was working a 8 to 5.
8 to 5.
You get. So
the full salary, you get it in one day. Yes.
I actually tell people, if I was doing another job, I would still be an MC. Yes. If I was, because now most times, okay, more weekdays are my weekends. I rest on weekdays. Yeah, the weekends are my weekdays because I work on weekends. You get.
But Uncle Was, you're not talking about the times when you don't have a job like this, so all the money they were paying was 10,000. Or it blessed you.
Wait, funny enough, till date, I still do pro bono. Till date, yes. If you are my friend, if you are my friend, and you're getting married and you are not financially buoyant, one thing about me,
Yes.
let me tell you one of my secrets. I value relationship, or I put
Before.
relationship before money.
Okay.
You get. There is a friend of mine, he was getting married. He told me that if I didn't tell you, I know that this guy isn't financially buoyant. I anchored his wedding for free and also supported him with DJ. I paid
Wow.
for, yes, you get, so that's it. So my final word is, for those that want to learn the art of anchoring events, it's not difficult. Just put your mind. Just tell yourself that I want to be an MC. You get, and you'll be an MC. You get, it's not difficult. You get, the truth is that if you are expressive, in just a month you can be an MC.
Easy.
In a month you
Yes.
can be an MC. But not that you be a professional MC. But at
Or
least
you
you'll be
making
able
all
to
the
start,
big bucks,
then
or
you
at
now
least
start growing in the job.
in the
Because the truth is that
job. True.
even me, I'm still growing in the job. Everybody's growing in the job.
Mm-hmm.
You get, but
Yeah.
I always tell people, if you are bold, if you don't have stage fright, I'll just rush you. By the time you follow me to 2 events, the third event you must hold mic. I have mentees.
Yes.
I have mentees.